You hear something about yourself, and it doesn't sound right. Not completely wrong, just slightly off. But no one questions it. The conversations keep moving, like that version makes sense. It happens in small ways. Someone repeats something you said, but changes it slightly. Someone describes you, using words you didn't choose. Someone reacts to you based on something you didn't mean. And each time, you notice it, but the moment moves too fast to stop. At first, it feels harmless, a little small shift, a slight misread, a version that isn't exact, but it keeps happening again and again. You say something, it comes back differently. You explain something, it gets simplified. You correct something, and it doesn't fully reset. The conversation continues, but not exactly with you. Rooms don't wait for precision, they move with what works. What feels clear, what feels complete, even if it isn't exact. And the same thought appears, close enough. So the pattern continues. The versions become easier to accept. The differences become easier to ignore until something changes. People stop adjusting to you. They start using the version they already have. They respond faster. They assume more. The space between what you meant and what they use gets wider. Then one moment stands out. You say something clearly, directly, and the response still comes back, slightly off. Something shifts here. It's not that they misunderstood, it's that they didn't need to check. The version they're using already feels complete. After that, the pattern becomes harder to ignore. People react before you finish, they assume before you explain. They respond to versions that already exist, and correcting it now feels heavier than letting it continue. Have you ever noticed how some people are rarely reinterpreted? What they say stays intact. What they mean stays aligned. The version of them doesn't drift. Something about how they exist in the room prevents that. Because by the time you notice a pattern, something else has already happened. The room has settled on a version of you that moves faster than you do. And changing it now doesn't feel like correcting a detail. It feels like interrupting something that already works. The version of you people use doesn't have to be accurate. It just has to be consistent.